Hi, Troy Frazier here, and I'm excited to see you again. Matter of fact, I think there's a big congratulations in order here. You've really taken the first step to securing your retirement. So give yourself a big pat on the back. I've been helping folks just like you for the last 20 years optimize and live their best retirement. So I'm going to personally invite you to take part in a process that's going to answer all of your retirement questions and then eliminate any fears or anxieties you may have about retirement. So go ahead, let's grab a hold of that retirement savings and get ready to have your mindset on retirement transformed. Have you been finding yourself asking questions regarding retirement? When can I retire? Will my money last? How much do I need? Will my loved ones be taken care of? The truth is, even those with millions of dollars in the bank have these questions and concerns. How much is really enough? There is a lot of doubt and concern over retirement, many unanswered questions. We're here to provide you with the answers. From what we've seen during our years of experience, most people are collecting investment tools for their retirement, with really no idea how they will benefit them in retirement. We stand out because we just don't supply the tool. We also teach you how to use them so you get the most for every dollar in retirement. We want to ensure that you have the full picture, all the right pieces, and how to fit them into the right place. We want to give you a planning process that you can trust to deliver the best retirement outcome for you and your family. With our Fearless Retirement Roadmap, you will wave goodbye to a lot of stress and anxiety. You'll wave goodbye to lying awake at night and with hundreds of questions floating through your head. You'll wave goodbye to the fear of making a mistake with the one chance you've got. You'll wave goodbye to the idea that you might have to work forever. Many of our clients are very happily surprised that all their fears and concerns had really been for nothing. They have been shocked to hear that after all the planning was done, they had more than they had realized, and they looked forward to enjoying their retirement with peace of mind. By doing the right planning and having the right expertise assisting you, you will soon realize that your savings was worthwhile and that you don't have to worry about ever being a burden to your family. You will finally be able to breathe. So, if it's all so easy and accessible, why doesn't everyone do this? Well, the truth is, most people have a number of excuses as to why they don't start really thinking about retirement. I've heard people simply say they just don't have the time to think about their future. They're too busy trying to keep up with the present. I've heard people say it all sounds too complicated. They just don't understand retirement and they simply just bury their head in the sand. I've also heard people say it's just too late. They'll never be able to make enough money to have a retirement that they can enjoy and know that their family will be looked after. All of these excuses can feel valid to the person at that time. But the fact is, if they knew where to start and how easy it could be, they would start a plan without a doubt. There is a clear alternative to the worry, to the stress, and it's not as complicated as people often think. It's as simple as beginning a fearless retirement roadmap. It's time to stop living a just-in-case life. No more robbing yourself of experiences you think you can't afford because you just want to save that money for a rainy day. Go join that country club. Go visit that new city. Go to that new restaurant that's opened up. You have worked hard your whole life, and it's time to start focusing on yourself and how you are going to enjoy retirement. Say no to a just-in-case retirement. I always say that all the dogs barking up the wrong tree doesn't make it the right one, and this couldn't be more relevant when it comes to retirement. People often follow the masses and assume they are doing the right thing. They follow their 401k and hope for the best, just as their inner circle is doing. But is there something more? Yes. Yes. So what's the next step? Look, I want to help you. I want to help you get what you really deserve from all your hard work. I want to help you make the perfect retirement plan and give you something to be excited about. Our process, the Fearless Retirement Roadmap, takes you through 5 steps that will completely remove any fear or anxieties that you currently have surrounding retirement. Risk management, guaranteed income, investment management, tax planning, long-term care, health care. We take it all into consideration, and we acknowledge every single component that others may ignore. Whatever situation you're currently in, we have a retirement plan that will work for you. We've been working with some of our clients for over 20 years, and since they have retired, we rarely hear from them. Why? Because they're living on automatic. Everything is in place for them. They know where they stand, what to account for, and what lies on the road ahead. There are no uncertainties, no unanswered questions, and no fear. If you're still worried about taking that first step towards retirement, let me tell you a story about my grandfather. My grandfather worked for one of the biggest employers in Ohio at the time, General Motors. My grandfather worked that factory line from the time he was 16 till the time he retired. Back then, when you worked for a company 25, 30, 35 years, you not only got that gold watch, but you got that fantastic pension. But then times changed. These days, when you retire, that pension could be far from the truth. Many companies now do not offer those pensions. And now you have this 401k. And this 401k was never meant to be a replacement for retirement plans. It was meant to complement your savings on that 3-legged stool. However, companies started taking advantage of that, and they started scrapping retirement plans altogether. So now, you may not be lucky like my grandfather and have that great pension plan. You have that IRA or 401k that you're now responsible for. And look, in retirement, volatility is not our friend, and we need to be prepared in an ever-changing market. No one wants to be left in the dark. No one wants to be reliant on something that's out of their control. It's time to take control of your retirement and ensure you have a plan in place that you can truly trust and rely on. It's not too late to create the certainty you need to be at peace. So, if you want to be out there living your best life, playing golf, enjoying time with the grandkids, and taking vacations, you know exactly what to do. We can offer you a second opinion, stress testing your current plan, and using our expertise to help whatever you personally need or want. We know that every single situation is unique, and we cater to you. The Fearless Retirement process that we want to offer you is made up of 5 steps. There are 5 steps to retirement management and success. The steps are as follows. Income planning. This step will focus on everything income-based, sustainable income streams, Social Securities, pensions, guaranteed incomes for the rest of your life. Number 2, investment planning. What are the best investments to reach your retirement goals? And how do we control the volatility and risk in your portfolio? Number 3, tax planning. We want to make sure that everything in your plan is tax efficient and explore a tax-free environment. Number 4, long-term care. There are 4 to 5 ways to obtain long-term care, not just the one that everybody tells you about. We no longer need to depend on the old-fashioned manner of doing this. And then number 5, estate and legacy planning. We will ensure that you have all the right documents in place and that you are being taken care of appropriately when you pass away. So now you know a bit more about what the Fearless Retirement process looks like. All of these components are what makes up the perfect retirement plan for you and your loved ones. There is nothing that we haven't thought of. There is no idea of retirement that we cannot cover, and there is nothing that we cannot help you with. It's time to relieve yourself of all the fear and stress attached to retirement so you can sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Right now, we have many clients who have created a fearless retirement plan with us, and their life is a lot better for it. To give you an idea how we can help and work we've done for our clients already, I want to share with you a few case studies. If you decide to take control of your retirement while you still have time, this is what your retirement could look like.
I was still working and David had retired, so we decided we needed to find someone to help us because of the fact that there's so much out there you don't know or even how to go about doing it. So, as he said, we started getting invitations and we said, well, we're going to try them all and we're going to evaluate each one. And he met with each one, even in their offices afterwards, to evaluate them. And when we got to you, we felt you were the most honest, most straightforward, most down to earth, most logical for what we wanted to go to.
When we came to Troy, we had a financial advisor. The problem that they presented was they were very limited. They were a market only. They had none of the other tools or assets that we needed to completely encompass our retirement and financial goals, where Troy offered these other vehicles that they didn't offer, which made it a whole program basically for us as opposed to piecemeal.
All the offices that we went to, there were a lot of good people, don't get me wrong. But it isn't just you, it's your whole entire staff. And they treat us as though we're part of the family. And that makes a big difference to me. What makes me happiest is we're not going backwards, we're going forwards. And we didn't really need our money to survive or to live on. It's for our future. And so our children don't have to take care of us. That's our main goal, is that we can live comfortably without having to be somebody's burden. And we feel like you've done that for us.
Everything that you discussed or noted during our initial interviews has all come true. In fact, it has bettered our estimates, and the returns that we're getting on some of our assets have far exceeded what we thought we'd get.
Excellent. My experience has been excellent. There has not been one thing that I've been disappointed in. I have had great rapport with everybody in the office, and every single thing that I've asked for, they've been able to come through for me. Troy always had our best interest in mind. He asked about our goals and our expectations and what we wanted to achieve, and then put a plan in place to help us achieve that. Unfortunately, I didn't feel that way with the other company that I dealt with, and so I will not do business with them. If someone asked me why they should do business with Troy, I would say, first of all, if you go in for an appointment, there's no pressure and there's no obligation at all. There's no expectation that you're going to sign up. It's merely a way of gathering information to find out if Troy can help you meet your goals. To me, it's very important that the individual have a vested interest in us and what we're trying to do and work with us to try and achieve those goals. The other part of that is anytime I contacted Troy, and some of the things were not real common things, if he didn't know the answer, he found the answer and got back to me very quickly. Follow-up is extremely important. I don't expect anybody to know everything. That's not the case. But I do expect somebody to follow back up. And the level of service is second to none. It's stupendous, outstanding in Troy's office. Every single person I've dealt with has been very helpful, very knowledgeable, and they get back to you immediately, which is very impressive to me. They all greet me by name, they know who I am, and it's been a great situation. Anything I've asked for, they've always been able to help.
I'm already retired and I'm loving it. I wish we'd met Fraser Wealth Strategies 15 years ago. I probably could have retired much earlier. Medicare, Social Security, didn't really understand how all that worked, and they were able to put us at ease and help us all understand, help my wife and I understand how all that's going to come together, making us feel like we have nothing to worry about and we don't have to worry about what's going to happen to our money. We know what's going to happen. They've helped us understand that this is what's happening and it'll be there when we want it. Just total relaxation. I mean, total confidence in the advice that's given to us. If you don't want anything to worry about, you need to check out Fraser Wealth Strategies because they act in your best interest. They are fiduciaries. They treat your money as though it was their own.
Now, I'm sure you can see exactly how simple and easy it is to plan your retirement with us. Look, if you've made it this far in the video, chances are you're ready to start planning your retirement right now. And why not make the process as seamless as possible by letting us help you? Since you've invested this time so far, I'm willing to make some time investment in you. Click below, all right? Set up a 30-minute, no obligation strategy session. And I'm going to personally jump on this strategy session with you and make sure that we're able to help you in some way. There's a reason why my team is in the top 1% in the retirement industry. And don't you deserve the best retirement? I'm looking forward to our conversation. And remember, my time's pretty limited and my availability is limited. So make sure you schedule that strategy session today.